To begin using the CoInspect app, you will first want to log in. To do so, please select Sign In and choose from one of the following options. We have Google, Facebook, Apple, email, phone, or employee ID. I'm going to go ahead and select employee ID and enter in my login credentials. Once you have entered in your password, go ahead and select Sign In. And now, this is the CoInspect app. In the middle, you can see the news feed here, which allows you to easily navigate through what has been completed and review it. For instance, you can see that we have green passed labels for checklists that were passed and red failed labels for any checklists that were failed. I can also click on a specific checklist to review it further. Right here, I can see that 1.5 was marked red or out. I can review this inspection further by selecting Review Inspection, which will bring me to an overview of each of the questions. I can now select View Report to generate a PDF report that gives me all of the detailed information from this inspection, such as when it was completed, how long it took, any notes or photos that I've added, as well as my overall score. If you'd like to email this report directly, you can select the arrow icon in the upper right-hand corner. Moving back from here, I can filter through the news feed by selecting the level icon on the right-hand side just above the news feed. And here I'll be prompted to enter in properties, checklists, or time frames to quickly receive the information I'm looking for within the news feed. I've gone ahead and applied the last 24 hours, so I can now see only the inspections that have been completed and started in the last 24 hours. There are several ways to start a new inspection on CoInspect. The first one would be in the upper left-hand corner here, we have the New Inspection Plus icon. I can tap that here to choose my property and my checklist. You can also start an inspection by using the shortcut icons just to the right of that. The last way to start a new inspection would be to navigate to the Inspections tab here and select Create New Inspection. You can see here that it's been defaulted to my sample property. That's because I only have access to one location. If you had access to multiple locations, you would be able to tap here and select from the list which store you were at. I'll go ahead and select Checklists here, and now you can see all of the checklists that you have access to. I'm going to go ahead and choose our closing line check and select Create New Inspection. Now I've been brought to an overview page of all of the questions in this checklist. I can also tap on my first category here to minimize in different categories that are a part of this checklist. I'm going to go ahead and select the first question, and you can see we have multiple answer options. We have a yes, no, NA multiple choice. These are color-coded. We also have a temperature field. This is where I can manually enter in the temperature, or if I have a Bluetooth probe, I can select the radio dial on the right-hand side to sync that Bluetooth probe up. You can navigate from question to question by using the arrows left and right at the bottom of the screen, or you can swipe using your finger just like you're looking through photos on your phone. If you want to look at any additional information that may have been provided to answer the question, you can select Reference Information just below the answer options to read any of the additional information needed. Let's say you want to add notes or photos to supplement your answer. I'm going to go ahead and select No for ice clean, free of debris, ice scoop in use and stored correctly, items not stored in ice. To add a little bit more information as to why I selected no, I'll go ahead and select Notes. Here, I can enter in the information specifically, or I can use the microphone for talk to text. For now, I'm going to say, the ice scoop is broken. Moving back, you can see that this has been added to the bottom of the question and will also be included in the final PDF report. For a photo, I'll go ahead and click the photo icon and tap the plus sign. Here, I can choose to either take a new photo or choose an existing photo from my library. Go ahead and add one of these photos here. Now I can continue to add more photos. I can remove that photo if I no longer like it by selecting the X icon in the right-hand corner, or I can tap on the photo and enter in a comment specifically for that photo. Moving back, I can see that this was also entered in, underneath my question and will also be provided on the PDF report. Another great feature is adding a signature. To do so, you can select Photos and Signatures here, choose the plus sign, and select Add Signature. You'll now be prompted to sign your phone with your finger and select Add. This will add the signature as a photo to your question. This will also be included on the final PDF report. Now let's pretend I'm finished with my checklist. I'm going to go ahead and select Mark as Done. It's going to ask you to confirm. The reason it does this is because once you mark an inspection as completed, you'll no longer be able to edit your notes, photos, or answers. So please only mark it as done once it's truly complete. Now that I've marked it as done, you can see that it's being synced up and has now been added to my newsfeed for today. In the lower right-hand corner, you'll find a Settings tab here. This is where you can enable specific features such as List View, which allows you to view questions from scrolling up and down rather than left to right. You can also report an issue directly to support. If I select Report an Issue here, I can see that an email has been automatically generated to our support team. We do have 24/7 email support, and we have a very quick response time, so please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns. Moving back from here, you can also see that this is where you'll be able to log out. We highly recommend logging out at the end of the day because doing so ensures that you have the most up-to-date information associated with the app. One final housekeeping would be to navigate to the news feed icon at the lower left-hand corner of the screen. At the upper left-hand corner, you'll see a cloud icon with a check mark inside. If there's anything other than a check mark there, that means that there's some sort of information that needs to be synced up to the back end. So you'll want to make sure to have a good data or Wi-Fi connection, tap the cloud, and now a sync is being performed. All information will be loaded up and saved on the back end. Now that that is going to be completed here in just a few moments, it will alert me that my synchronization has been completed and I will be able to log out for the day.